Anytime I'm sleeping, someone touches me. When everywhere is so dark. Then one day, while I slept, I decided to put a knife beside me. When I started feeling the touch, I took the knife. While we were both struggling, I caught him on his hand. I saw that my auntie's husband had a bandage. My auntie's husband that has been sleeping with me.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Kña baby. So guys, today I have a lady here. She wants to share her problem with everybody. So viewers, if you have any advice for her after watching this video, drop it for her in the comment section, or any opinion on how she's going to handle this. Please drop it for her in the comment section. All right, ma, no mention your name. Just go straight to the point. Tell my viewers the reason why you are here. I don't know if you're getting me. Don't lie. Just say it the way it happened.
Thank you, Aunty Kña. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my story so that everybody can be aware of what I have gone through. And I know that there is someone out there that might learn one or two things from my story. I am grateful. Thank you. I was once a happy girl, the firstborn of my parents. I am not from a wealthy home, but my parents were striving hard so that I can go to school together with my siblings. I can question God. My father went to work one day, but he never returned. All we heard was that as he was coming back, he got knocked off by a car. A driver who never waited to help my father. And that was the last day I saw my father. When my mother heard this, and when we all heard, my mother was never herself again. 3 months later, my mother died. 3 months later, we lost our mother. How do I cope being the firstborn? The family arranged the burial. Okay, that we should do the whole burial together. My auntie, who happens to be my mom's younger sister, who once lived with my parents, also attended the burial with her husband. So the family concluded that she should take me to the city, since her husband is very wealthy and they could afford so many things. They could afford things. I was so happy that finally I had the opportunity to go to the city, because my parents will never allow me to stay outside. He will never allow any of us to live with our families. And guess what? I got to the city. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the city, baby girl. But meanwhile, the plan between the family and my auntie and her husband was that when I get to the city, they should finance my education, together with the way they've been helping their own children. When I got to the city, I became the housemaid they've always wanted. I became the housemaid in my own auntie's house. In fact, she introduced me to a fellow woman that if they want me to wash clothes for them, plates, anything, that I'm always available. She took me to different universities, different polytechnics, for me to go and be doing what they call any wash, any work. Well, I know some of you might not know what they call any wash or any work. Any work or any wash is when some students want someone to wash their clothes, wash their plates, buy food for them in different restaurants. By the time you're done with all these things, you get paid for the work you've done. I did this for several years, hoping that God, when will I be set free? In the midst of all this, one day I slept. I was extremely tired. My auntie has always told me that anytime I want to sleep, I should always switch off the lights for good adrenaline. Okay, fine. I obeyed. But I just suddenly realized that anytime I'm sleeping, someone touches me. But how can I figure it out when everywhere is so dark? Then one day, while I slept, I decided to put a knife beside me. When I started feeling the touch, I took the knife. While we were both struggling, I should use the knife, and I cut him on his hand. And the next morning, by the time I woke up, I saw that my auntie's husband had a bandage. And I was, in my mind, I'm like, how? And that was how it gave me the idea that probably it's my auntie's husband that has been sleeping with me.
Okay, so he used to sleep with you will not know, or what? So somebody will sleep with you will not know?
No, I won't know, because I later found that they always drug. Like, anytime I serve them, I don't know how my uncle used to do it, but he drugs my drink.
How? Is he the one that normally puts to drink for you?
No.
So how do you know he used to put something in your drink?
Normally, anytime we want to have dinner at home, my auntie was never home on time. The children, myself, my uncle, my auntie's husband must have eaten before her arrival. To the extent that there's a particular water at home, table water, that everyone is supposed to drink. But my auntie and her husband never allowed me to take it. Rather, I take tap water. So there is a bucket that this tap water always fetch the tap water in. One day, I saw my uncle injecting it. And I now realized that, anytime I drank that water, once I go to bed, I become so weak. And this was how I found out.
His children don't drink that water, only you.
I'm the only one that drinks the water. Others take table water at home.
They drink table water, only you drink that particular one.
Yes.
When you caught him putting something in the water, you did not do anything.
Of course I screamed, but who is there to save me? My auntie is never around. And he threatened me that if I ever voice out anything, I'll be sent out of the house. This kept on going.
Mama, please, I have one more question for you. You said when you noticed that this your auntie's husband is the one that normally sleep with you, because I would like you to tell us the whole truth here. Don't hide anything. Like, I want to understand, when you use knife to cut this man on his hand, in the morning you saw bandage on his hand, what did you do?
I asked him, I said, "Uncle, good morning, sir." He said, "Oh, good morning." I said, "Uncle, what happened to your hand?" He said, "Oh, no, don't, never mind. I said, "No, Uncle, was it that Kña came to our house yesterday? Because when I was sleeping, I felt something on my body. And I grabbed someone, and I used a knife on someone."
What did he say?
And he said, "Knife? In this house? I mean, in this house? It's not possible." And I said, "Uncle, this bandage on your hand." He said, "Shut up. What are you trying to say? In my own house? I'm the owner of this house. I'm the head of this house." Then eventually, when he was about to leave the kitchen, he said, "Whatever has happened. If you ever voice out, you'll be sent out of this house." And that was how it dawned on me that,
you did not, I want to understand, you did not tell your auntie, at least with that bandage on his hand, you did not tell your auntie. So you kept quiet?
No, I didn't tell my auntie. because he already threatened me that if I voice out anything, I'll be sent out of their house. And I had no evidence.
The bandage on his hand is enough evidence now.
But do I have any assurance to prove it to my auntie that I was the one that stabbed him? No, I don't.
Continue.
So this continued for years.
He always comes to your room to sleep with you?
Yes.
And did you not tell anybody?
Oh God. My virginity was gone. And I remember that I promised to my parents before we lost them that the man I will marry is going to be the one to disvirgin me. When I remembered this promise of mine, I decided to go to my auntie to tell her what happened. At this point, I do not care about the threats that the man has threatened me. I narrated everything to my auntie. And to my surprise, you are a child of nobody. These were her exact words. You're a child of nobody.
What did your auntie say? I don't understand.
She said to me, you are a child of nobody. Our husband did you a favor by bringing you to the city. Or do you think I'm the one that brought you to the city? No, my husband did. So the same man that brought you to the city is the same man you are lying against that has been raping you. That was what my auntie said. My auntie said, if you ever say this to me again or to anyone in the family or to any outsider, this will be like your last time or your last opportunity to live in the city. If not, I am taking you. If you do, I'm taking you back to the village. Could you believe that this caused a very big problem in the house? Why? Just because I told my auntie of how her husband has been paying me. Just because I told my auntie that her husband has been sleeping with me. She told me, oh, you this village girl, you this ungrateful child, you are a child of nobody. My own husband brought you to the city and now you want to scatter my home. You want to ruin the home I've built for so many years. You are such an ungrateful child.
This is what she said.
These were her exact words. And she told me, if you dare say anything, if you dare lie against my husband to anyone else, outside the four corners of our home, you are gone. I will return you to the village. And then you will suffer with your siblings. Oh, I ran into the room. I cried. I cried my life out. But what am I supposed to do? I have no other families in the city. They have never stopped. It continued.
The man continued?
Yes.
That means the wife did not ask him?
No. I won't say maybe she's scared of the husband or because the husband's trusting or because she trusts her husband with the whole of her life or because her husband is always there for her financially. I wouldn't say. Then one day, I started vomiting. Then I confronted my auntie's husband. And I told him, I have never slept with any man before. Oh, you took my virginity. I've been expecting my monthly flow, but I didn't say it. But rather, I'm now vomiting. The man said, shh, shut up. I'll take you somewhere. And by the time I take you there, you must not tell your auntie. And meanwhile, this was already going to like 4 months. But 4 months, how? I'm like, how is it possible that I'll be pregnant for a whole 4 months without even knowing? I saw I saw my menstruation just for this month that I didn't see it. When we got to the hospital, they did pregnancy tests. In fact, they did scan. My uncle said, let's go home. I was told to stay outside the room. Himself and the doctor had a conversation. By the time we got home, my uncle told me we would be coming back to the hospital. And I said, okay, sir. And he threatened me more. Do not tell your auntie. And I said, yes, sir. But I had no friends. No one to talk to. No one to share my story. No one to tell what I am going through. A week later, we went back to the hospital. And the doctor said he has to do D and C on me. And I asked, hope this will not affect me. The man said, no, it will not affect you. That's my auntie's husband. Said, no, it will not affect you. They just want to flush out the blood so that you can be free. I was injected so that I won't feel the pain. Though I thought it was done successfully, that, oh, truly I am free. My womb was evacuated. I became a barren from that day.
What happened?
By the time we got home,
How did you know that they removed your womb? You said they injected you so that you don't know what is happening. How did you not know they removed your womb? Who told you that one?
Everything happened in my presence. The doctor told them that I have a lot of complications. And for him to do a successful D&C, he has to take out my womb. Though I was weak to defend myself, wasn't much. But my husband's auntie gave them go ahead to do it.
And your auntie was not aware when this thing was going on?
No, she was never aware.
That time you got the information you are pregnant. Why not still go and tell your auntie that you are pregnant though? That if she thinks that you are lying, you are pregnant for her husband. Why are you scared of telling him?
She will kill me. No, I heard everything that the doctor said. And that was how I got to know that I do no longer have a womb. My uncle took me home. My husband took me home. It was as if this was well planned, because if my auntie was not even around for like a month, she traveled. And I was like, no, I can't take this anymore. So I ran out of the house. Struggling myself, doing different jobs. I had to do JAM. I got admission into a university.
Who was sponsoring you?
I still continued doing my any wash and any work.
So the money you are getting from there before, are you not the one holding the money, or you are giving your auntie?
I used to give her, but I don't give her everything. I always save my money. I started my education. I was making her in school. I was doing different things. I paid for my handouts. I paid for my school fees. I had the opportunity to scout with some people in the hostel. I met a loving man who was in another department. We started dating. Our dating led to courtship. We graduated. He started working. He asked me about my families. I told him how I lost my parents. And he said, okay, no problem. He assisted me with accommodation, with the little money I had then. And eventually, he took me to his parents. Things were becoming so good for me. Eventually, our wedding had church, courts, the tradition, everything was done successfully. But I had a secret of my life that I can just share with him, with the hope that I believe in miracles, because I'm a Christian, that God can turn around anything. 6 months into the marriage, my monthly flow still comes. Almost a year, nothing to show for it. Going to 2 years, then my mother-in-law came one day, asked us, what is going on? In fact, blaming me for not having a child for our son. And I told them, Mama, nothing is wrong with me. She said, have you done some tests? Have you done this? Have you done that? Then my husband and I agreed to go and do some tests. We met a gynecologist. The gynecologist questioned my husband, if we have any history. I couldn't open up in the presence of my husband. So the gynecologist told us to do some tests, and I did scan. Then after we all did the test, we left, we went home. But the next day, after my husband went to work, I ran back to the hospital to meet the gynecologist. And I explained everything to him. I told him what has happened.
What did you tell him?
I told him how my auntie's husband took me to a place, and how I overheard their conversations, that my womb has been evacuated. I told him everything, and I told him, you should please do not expose me to my husband. How do I tell my husband? This is a man that's been so nice to me. When I spoke to the gynecologist, he told me to go and do some tests and bring the result back to him. After I did it, I was given the results and I gave it to him. And he told me, you do no longer have a womb. This is a confirmation of what happened some years back. My life is gone. How do I face my husband? The only man that loves me. How do I tell him that Shumi cannot be a father? How do I tell my mother-in-law that I can't bear a child or children for a son? My auntie and her husband destroyed my life. Now, I am determined to face them. I am determined to face them. But whatever I do to them, can it bring back my womb? Please, this is my story. Please advise me what to do. Should I tell my husband? This is my story. I don't know what to do. Anytime I see my mother-in-law, I'm always scared. Anytime my husband wants to touch me, I'm always scared, because I know no matter the thing we have together, I can't have a child for him. Please, my life is useless. What should I do? Should I tell my husband or should I not? Please help me, tell me what to do. This is my story.
Okay, guys, you people have heard her story. Please, what do you have to tell her? What's your own opinion on this her story now? I'm going to post your story so that my viewers can advise you. But no matter what the threat the man was giving you, don't tell this person, don't tell. I'm saying this thing now, please. Parents should always advise their children or any child that is under you. If this person is telling you, don't tell anybody, this thing will happen to you, I will do you this, tell that child, tell me nothing will happen to you. They won't do anything. Like, try to convince them to tell you their problem. I don't want to go further and tell her what I wanted to tell her before because of her, she has been crying. So there is a way you will talk, it will start paining her more. but we can't hide the truth. I wanted to tell you how old that time this thing happened. Even if you are 12, even if you are 15, even if you are 20, don't you go to church. There is no auntie in the church you can tell, this is what is happening to me. Oh, there is no brother in the church you can tell. I don't know if you are getting me. This is going to everybody out there. Talk to your auntie, anybody that you can. If you tell your auntie that you are living with, see, oh, brother is doing this to me, brother is doing that, and that auntie don't want to listen to you. When you people go to church, or in that church, you go and tell your pastor, tell anybody that you know that can save you in that church. That brother will not do anything. Brother will not even know that you told anybody anything. That's the only thing I want to chip in this story. You go to school to work for people. You are saving money. Why not leave that house and you still allow the man to be sleeping with you until they now removed your womb through the process of removing the pregnancy, before you now pack your things, carry the money you saved and move out of the house? Like, serious. So it's very unfair that somebody will be doing something like this. You will not leave the house. You will not complain. You run to the nearest police station. Please, people that is watching this video to listen to me. Your uncle is sleeping with you in the night, steady, and the uncle has been warning you. Don't tell your auntie. No problem. In the morning, search for any available or any close police station. Go and report that your auntie. I know police people, they will handle this case very well. Don't keep quiet. That brother will not do anything to you. They will not even know that you told anybody anything, please. Okay, so another thing, now that this thing is like this, you can still have your baby if you go to hospital and ask them, how are you going to do? Somebody can carry the pregnancy for you. You need to calm down, please. It's not time for you to be crying every day. You need to calm down. But if your husband noticed this now, is another problem. I don't know if you're getting me. Yes. It's a very big problem. Guys, please advise her and also share this video for me. Thank you.